English with deck. So up until yesterday, I had never broken a bone, never had to have an operation or surgery of any kind. I had never had to visit a hospital or clinic for more than general ailments. Like maybe feeling a bit crummy, Oh, that's a great word, actually. If you're feeling a bit crummy, you're down with under the weather, feeling down, you're like, oh, feeling ill, basically. um, yeah, so nothing too serious. However, last year sometime, I managed to do a bit of a wrist injury, or should I say, acquire a bit of a wrist injury. Now, what is interesting about this, I will start by saying, is the fact that I am right-handed. Now, that means that surely if you're getting a wrist injury and doing sports a lot or fairly active anyway, your injury would be on the right hand, the dominant hand. But the injury was on my left hand. Strange, but hey, there you go. Life is like that. Anyway, I remember not thinking much of it, and I continued with my daily life. And then a few months ago, around October time, I was like in a lot of pain, and it was genuinely getting worse. So I figured that I should visit the orthopedic doctor. Now, the orthopedic doctor is the person who will help you with issues to do with your bones or muscles. Anyway, so I went to visit him and he basically said, you have got something called tendonitis. Now, tendonitis, it's a very common issue. It can be caused by work, by sports, by even holding babies. Basically, your tendons have too much stress put upon them and they become damaged or strained, in a nutshell. Anyway, I had developed tendonitis. So, over the course of a couple of months, he monitored it with me, prescribed me some painkillers and stuff, gave me some injections fairly recently, and I advised me to rest it. I got as much rest on it as I could and wrapped it up as much as I could, but to no avail. So there was no end in sight, no, it just didn't seem to be getting better. If anything, it was getting worse. So, back to where we started. Until yesterday, I had never visited our doctor or clinic for anything reasonably serious, luckily. However, until yesterday, that streak ended. I actually got it's minor, I won't exaggerate it too much. I got a minor operation on my wrist, on the tendonitis affected area. Now, what they did is actually amazing when you think about it. They obviously numb the area, they inject you with anesthesia, and then he basically, I'll say this quickly just in case there's any of you who are a bit squeamish. Sorry, squeamish. Basically, around the joint of your wrist area on the inside, there's something called the sheath of the tendon sheath, as I found out. Anyway, he basically cut to that part, then cut it open, peeled it back, and reset the tendons in their proper position, and so that they weren't. I think they were a little bit. They were basically squished together and maybe a little bit twisted, from how I understood it. But anyway, yeah, he did that, and my God, he said 20 minutes. He was done within 20 minutes. I mean, wow. Professional there. But yeah, the point I just wanted to let some people know, don't avoid an issue when it comes to your health. You think you have a problem, get it checked out. I'm lucky. I'm still young enough that this won't affect me too much, hopefully, for the foreseeable future, and it will heal relatively quickly. But definitely by leaving these kind of issues until you're in your later life, it can have detrimental effects, you know? So, yeah, if you have an issue, get it checked out, I guess. Well, I don't guess, get it checked out. Okay, until next time.